So I was thinking, what's a great Sonic game that nearly everybody loves? Sonic Generations, of course. Now, how can I use this to make people hate me? A ranking video, of course! And that's how I got the brilliant and totally original idea for this video. These rankings are completely based on my personal experience and opinions, aka the objective truth, so if you disagree with any of them, I will call the authorities. Enjoy! D tier. Classic Planet Wisp just kinda, fucking sucks. There's some good ideas sprinkled in, but for the most part, I feel nothing while playing this level. A lot of the segments that use the Spike Wisp, the level's main gimmick, really slow down your pace, and I just don't like them at all. Other than that, the level design is fine, the platforming is mid at best. Almost every time I play this stage, I find myself stuck in a wall. So yeah, it's not great. C tier, these ones are okay. Classic Seaside Hill is meh. I don't hate it or anything, but it's not very fun for me to go through. Some of the platforming is pretty fun if you know what you're doing, but a good portion of the stage is just trudging through water, which is horrible for Sonic speed. I don't know, I just don't really like this one all too much. I have a ton of fun with Modern Planet Wisp. For the first minute or so. I really enjoyed the first segment of the stage, but once it goes to 2D, it's just mid. The platforming is okay, but it can get really tedious, and you don't ever do anything all that interesting with the Rocket Wisp. I feel like a level with this theme has a lot of potential, and it really shines in the beginning of the stage, but man does it get rocky fast. Classic Rooftop Run is pretty okay. I have a mostly good time whenever I run through it, emphasis on whenever. I don't ever go out of my way and play this one, especially when I can play one of the much better stages. The section with the barrels just fucking blows, I gotta get that out there, it's ass. And this part on the clock tower you grab onto the hands and maneuver yourself into a tiny hole always bothered me, but besides that, like I said, it's a pretty okay stage. B tier baby, we getting into the good ones now! Oh! Classic Sky Sanctuary is pretty decent. I don't go back to this one often though. I find most of the stage pretty enjoyable to run through, especially with the overpowered spin dash. But some of the gimmicks just aren't fun to me. These spinning tops are just too slow for my liking. They really mess with the pacing of the level and aren't fun to control at all. Again, not a bad level at all, but I don't know, not the most fun thing out there. Classic Chemical Plant is a pretty well designed stage all around. It's got cool gimmicks, plenty of routes, fun design. I just don't think it's that memorable. I never had the drive to sit down and just play this one. I don't know, a fine enough level on its own, but I just can't get myself to play it too often. I used to hate Classic Crisis City. I thought the end-post moving was bullshit and the platforming was tedious, and while I still think that's true to some extent, I honestly can have a ton of fun blazing through the first half to 2/3 of the stage utilizing the spin dash. Like, look at this, it's fun as hell! That's all I've really got to say about this one. It's pretty good, I guess. A tier! I really like these ones, they're good, I like them, yeah. Classic Green Hill Zone. Besides being the most overused level of, like, all time, this iteration is actually pretty good. I can have fun with the stage. It's not great, it's not horrible, but I do have a pretty good time speedrunning it. It also serves as a pretty good introduction to classic Sonic's controls. Modern Rooftop Run is a stage I honestly often forget about. I don't know why, it's got some pretty good platforming, set pieces that require quick reactions, great visuals. I just kinda find it forgettable for whatever reason. I guess it's nothing spectacular, but it's very far from a bad stage. Honestly, I kinda really like Classic Speed Highway. I used to hate it as a kid, but for some reason, going back to it, it just sorta clicked with me. It's not perfect of course, but there's a lot of cool moments in there. I honestly found the platforming segments fun, which I really wasn't expecting. There's a lot of cool skips you can do too, with the spin dash if you're a skilled enough player. Overall, this stage is a really good time. Similar story to Classic Speed Highway. I used to hate Classic City Escape as a kid. I didn't like the truck chase or all the platforming segments, but honestly, now that I'm more experienced with the game, the stage has grown on me a lot. A lot of the parts that bothered me as a kid, I actually really like now. I think the truck is a fun set piece, and although the platforming is challenging, it's really fun to speed through. Also, the skateboard is fun to use. I don't know, I just think it's cool. Modern Seaside Hill is great. It has great level design, and it is surprisingly open for a boost stage. I think the kart racing part is pretty cool. Clearly, they took notes from my previous video, go watch it. But does anyone else think that this stage is just a bit too short? Like, I feel like it goes by really fast whenever I play it. Could just be me though. Modern Crisis City is an extremely fun speedrun stage. It's got good platforming and fun segments that require quick reaction time. Also, I just love the visual aesthetic of the stage. I'm not too keen on the 2D section near the end, specifically the stomping platform section. It's not terrible, just like an okay part of an overall great stage. I also like that Sonic can just get fucking obliterated by a car. S tier, these are the really good ones. I really like these ones, yeah! Modern Green Hill Zone just gets most everything right. It's a great introduction to modern Sonic's gameplay, and a lot of the level design just clicks for me. I think my only complaint would probably be the linearity. Most of the level doesn't branch off too much, and when it does, it doesn't provide too much of a gameplay or time difference. Still, I have a lot of fun with this one. Is it just me, or does anybody else just love Modern Chemical Plant? I have a lot of fun revisiting this stage. There's just so many cool paths you can take and tricks you can do to help you cut time that really make speedrunning super fun. The platforming and 2D sections are really fun too. I think the only thing holding it back for me is the water segments. They're not bad per se, just kind of a pain to go through, as with any Sonic game. Regardless, I just have so much fun playing this level. Modern Sky Sanctuary is a fucking banger, and you can't convince me otherwise. Everything in the stage just clicks with me. There's tons of alternate routes to cut time, the level design is top notch, and the gimmicks in this one are just fun. The 2D sections in this stage are really fun too. There's some great platforming and speed mixed in there. All around an excellent stage. Modern City Escape. The speedy platforming, the set pieces, the level design, everything is just done brilliantly. And don't even get me started on the skateboarding segment and the truck chase. Such iconic moments perfectly replicated and expanded upon in this incredible level. If you have Sonic Generations, go back and play this stage right fucking now. It's so good, and it was really close to being at the top of this list, but honestly, I have to give that honor too. Holy fuck, Modern Speed Highway is great. The alternate routes, the speed, the challenging platforming, the presentation, all of it is just fantastic. It's really just like the perfect Sonic stage. I don't know, I just really like running through this level. I think it's really fun and cool and awesome and rad, and Sonic Generations is filled to the brim with absolute banger stages, and I cannot recommend this game enough to you if you've never played it. And if you have, go back and play it again, it's still really good. If you disagree with any of my opinions, I'd love to hear yours in the comment section down below, or you can tag me on Twitter at JustMaxT and call me like a stupid idiot or something. I don't know. I'm really sick and tired, and subscribe.